So, nothing really all that bad happened. So, not really much of a low, per se. Actually, if there really was anything quote unquote bad, I probably would have to say it was just really cold out. Like, I actually made this joke a while back where we're starting to get into that time of year where keeping perishable food items and drinks in your car is a pretty viable option. That's how cold it is. I mean, your car, like, seriously, if I were to go out to my car right now, it would essentially be like a refrigerator. It's actually kind of snow flurrying right now a little bit. Not bad though. It's pretty light in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. My high though, actually, no kidding. I thought about posting this yesterday, but I figured I should tell you right now. Yeah, there's actually several highs. I mean, I got to spend the day with my family. I'll talk about more of that in a minute. Yesterday, no kidding, for breakfast, I legit, for the first time ever in my entire life, tried the McDonald's steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. Yeah, it lives up to the hype. It does. I mean, here's the thing. I probably shared this with the Gallons at least once before. But actually, no, I'll just continue on my high before I talk about it. But the major part of my high, Christmas vacation was on yesterday. That was really great. Got to watch it with my dad and my mom. She got home from work. But easily the best part of yesterday, no kidding. So, lately my brother, my sister-in-law, and my nephews have gone to church with my dad and I. Well, I say they went to church. My father and I sit up in the front, but they sit in the back because it's two toddlers and essentially an infant. It's a 1-year-old. So 2 3-year-olds and one 1-year-old. It's 3 kids. They can be kind of cranky and run around a little bit and stuff like that. And admittedly, last night, one of my nephews was like crying because I think like maybe he's sick or something. But nothing too serious to my knowledge. But no kidding. So they leave church early because they sort of a schedule to keep. But no kidding, when my father and I got to Sorges last night, my brother's family was already there. So we had dinner with them at Sorges last night. It was wonderful. Got to spend time with my nephews, my twin nephews. The youngest one had to go home because he's a little bit sick, whatever. Nothing major, whatever. But yeah, got to spend some time with nephews. My brother got them the pasta buffet, but he got my nephews. One of my nephews had lasagna and a couple of meatballs, and my other nephew had the cavatappi with meatballs as well. And to be honest, they're kind of sick too. So one of them ate more than the other, but the point is, I got to be with them. That was great. So yeah, that was probably the best surprise. That's probably the best surprise I've had this entire month of December, and easily the best surprise so far in this span of 100 days. So yeah, 5 days in, are pretty cool, right? And my act of kindness was, I spent the day with my dad, so if you need help with something, I helped him, obviously. But at dinner, even though it's my 2 twin 3-year-old nephews, and they were, again, kind of on the sick side, they were still acting a little bit silly and rambunctious. So, it was nice to sort of, calm them down a little bit. I helped out. Basically, I helped my dad and my brother take care of my brother's kids. So, it was nice. And we also brought an antipasto home for my mom. That was really good. So, with that said, good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. Right, I was about to talk about my thoughts on McDonald's at first. So, here's the thing for McDonald's. Growing up, I never really did care much for like the burgers or anything else, but the chicken nuggets at McDonald's were awesome. I'll still probably, here's the thing. I respect McDonald's and I do like McDonald's, but there are so many other great fast food chains out there. I hardly ever go to McDonald's. In fact, full disclosure, I find myself going to Burger King a lot more than Mickey D's. But McDonald's is good for what it is. Actually, it's the second most. It's like that organization. The organization that is McDonald's as a whole has more locations in the U.S. is in second place for the most locations in the U.S. The only place that has more is the U.S. government. Don't know how that works, but there you go. A little fun fact for you. But McDonald's as a whole, I do like. The fries. Who's ever gonna diss McDonald's fries? They're good for what they are. They're great. But if I really do ever want McDonald's, and this is rare, it's rare I ever get McDonald's, if we're being honest. If I ever do get McDonald's, I would go for the breakfast. The breakfast makes it for me. And they literally make breakfast for me too. Because it's restaurants are there. So I'm pretty sure that hash browns, come on, everyone knows McDonald's hash browns. They're like the fries on crack. That's what they are. That's what they are. And they're more crispy and crunchy too. Of course the Egg McMuffin, who's ever going to diss the Egg McMuffin. If I ever want sausage or bacon on a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, I'm just going to go on and go for the McGriddles. The McGriddles are easily, if not for the sandwich I'm really about to get into, the McGriddles would easily be the best breakfast item they got. They actually do a chicken. Whenever they have like chicken for breakfast, the chicken McGriddle is also really good too. I should talk about that. I should mention that too. So anything McGriddle related from McDonald's, I recommend. Hash browns, obviously. Egg McMuffin, of course. I think you can also get an Egg McMuffin with sausage too. That's good. But yeah, when they brought back the bagel sandwiches, everybody went nuts. Like, this is like a pre-COVID thing. In fact, a friend of mine loved them so much that she had a friend of hers get like a whole bunch of them for her, and like she has them stored in her freezer at her house. It's crazy. Well, specifically the sandwich in question, which is the steak, egg, and cheese. And the first time, like, I had seen on the menu before. I'm like, okay, McDonald's has steak. Maybe someday I'll get it. And then the pandemic hit, and then I didn't have it. So yesterday was the first time I legit ever had the steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's. And yeah, everyone had a right to go crazy because it was incredible. That might be the best sandwich I think McDonald's ever made. I mean, as long as I am talking about the best sandwiches McDonald's ever made, I should probably talk about the McRib a little bit. Because, full disclosure, I could count on my hand the number of times I've ever actually eaten a McRib. So I'm not really what you would consider an expert on it. But I do know several things about it, such as the McRib is only going to be in season if pork prices are low. And I should also talk about the fact that the McRib has quote unquote farewell tour. Come on, they're not going to get rid of the McRib, guys. Come on. You serious? There's going to be enough of a demand for the McRib to come back. They'll probably just make everybody wait longer than usual for people that have it. I say people because I never really eat McDonald's. I mean, I literally just said I can count my hands the number of times I've ever eaten a McRib. But yeah, the farewell tour, give me a break. It's gonna come back. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Here's the thing. Obviously, this is clearly a marketing ploy for people to buy more, so there'll be a huge demand for it eventually. So they wouldn't really necessarily call it a farewell tour without making people wait too long. So if I ever had to make a prediction of when the McRib would come back, and here, I don't care one way or the other when it not comes back. I really don't care whether or not I'm wrong about this. I'm just trying to focus on, trends and what people like, as well as marketing. I give it a year and a half tops. Actually, bare minimum. Year and a half to 2 years tops. That's when they're going to bring back the McRib. Again, this really isn't a prediction for me. I don't care one way or the other if the McRib ever does come back. I mean, it's probably coming across I hate it. I do like the McRib. The times I have had it, I really did like it. It's just, again, I hardly ever eat at McDonald's anyway. Much less ever get the McRib. But for what it is pretty good. I'm not going to deny that. It's very good. With that said, though, if there are sandwiches that people should be horrified about leaving forever, it should be the steak, egg, and cheese. That's the sandwich that we need to protect, ladies and gentlemen. We should be protecting that sandwich like Fort Knox protects all that gold. That's how much we should protect that sandwich. Okay? Good. But yeah, I would highly recommend it to everybody, but let's be honest, there's a lot of people who are vegan, vegetarian, or maybe they just straight up don't eat McDonald's. But if you have an opportunity to try the steak, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich, just do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. If you're not into it, just rip the Band-Aid off. It ain't gonna kill you. One of those sandwiches will not kill you. Hundreds of them over the span of many years, that will kill you. So, remember to practice moderation, kids. Okay, so, it's time. Got the jersey on. How about we make some NFL picks, shall we? Okay, let's see here. Okay, now going into today, I am 0-1 because I predicted the Raiders would win and they lost. So let's see. The Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. When they played each other, it was actually a very close game. And I expected such here because they are division rivals. Of course, it's going to be a pretty big game. But I expect history to repeat itself. So I'm picking the Vikings for that one. Ravens and Steelers. Come on, the Ravens have a chokehold over that division pretty much. Well, the Ravens and the Bengals. Speaking of Bengals, they're playing the Browns too. Ooh. All four teams in the AFC North are playing against each other. Ravens and Steelers and Browns and Bengals. So, actually, I just remembered. I'll talk about that maybe later. But the Ravens, Bengals, I'm picking those teams to win today. The Bills over the Jets. What happened over the Jets never should have happened. What happened last time the Bills played the Jets never should have happened. Let's go, Buffalo. Enough said there. Buffalo Bills, I'm picking Buffalo Bills. Oh, please. Texans and my Cowboys. The Cowboys are on the roll right now, and we have an opportunity to take over not just our division, but the entire NFC. Yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys. That's a no-brainer. Speaking of the NFC in our division, the Eagles and the Giants. Now, the Eagles have only lost once to the Commanders. The New York Football Giants tied the Washington Commanders. So, by the transitive property, the Giants really should be able to win this game. Should. However, as of this moment in time, Jalen Hurts is my pick to win MVP this year. However, if the Eagles did lose and the Cowboys did win, actually we'd still be one game behind. And forget it, go Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, for today, I'm going to have to bleed Giants blue. If they can make that game between Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts, the Giants have a chance. Can't believe I'm saying this. Go Giants. Big blue back and crew. And I'll recall from marketing, of course. Okay. Titans, Jaguars. Oh, please, Titans. Chiefs and Broncos. Chiefs. Panthers and Seahawks. Seahawks. Bucks and 49ers. Oh, good Lord. I'm picking the 49ers. And tonight, the Dolphins and the Chargers. Yeah, I'll pick the Dolphins. Okay, so my picks are the Vikings, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Titans. Who the hell am I kidding? The Eagles are going to be the Giants. I forget, I'm picking the Eagles over the Giants. Sorry, guys. I know I caved, but come on, man. It's Daniel Jones. What other choice could there possibly be? So, the Eagles, the Titans, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Dolphins. So, those are my NFL picks for today. Well, not really much plan else for today. I'll give myself some breakfast, maybe take a nap and relax on this lovely Sunday morning. See my nephews later. It's going to be a good day. I really think it's going to be a good day today. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Remember, you guys want to talk to someone who's going to be here to let me know. Always here back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.